It's a very pleasant day, Ohio Valley. I'm Brad Dagenco.
I'm Scottie Lane. And welcome back.
We are back. It has been 8 years.
8 years to the day.
8 years to the day since our last show, which was May 28th, 2003. When you were watching the WSHS News. But welcome to the new show,
BSing with Brad and Scottie.
Because we're full of BS, folks, and we are great. It's great to be back. As you can see, there's been some changes. I've lost a little weight.
I've lost a little hair.
Right, but it's all for the better. So now we're sitting in 134 Karen Place. You know, I've entered the adulthood thing, and I've entered that mortgage and a lot of debt. Purchased a home. So we're in the set of our new show. As we mentioned, it's called
BSing with Brad and Scottie, while as I am still living at 210 Hollywood with the parents.
Right. Well, hey, you know, to each his own, and you know,
I'm gonna ride that wave till it falls.
And I don't blame you, because I mean, that's just a great thing. So tell me, well, let's kick it off. Scottie, you want to take the first announcement?
Well, the track team was in it. No,
we're just messing, folks. We're just messing. But so what have you been up to the past 8 years?
Oh, well, you know, graduated from that college. Got a BA in communications.
Okay.
That piece of paper was doing tons for me. So I left News 9, went and dealt some blackjack at Mountaineer. That was a good time. Good time.
Who doesn't love blackjack? Always double down, folks.
21.
Always double down. When 21. You get 11, anything, always double down.
Exactly.
Right.
You could double down for less, too.
Well, you probably could, but your best bet is when you have 11. Always double down on 11. Yeah. Anyways.
But now I'm back in school getting my master's in education. I'm going to be teaching those kiddies someday.
I love little kids.
Ooh.
That isn't creepy. You can see we still have the same antics as we did 8 years ago. But we're a little more mature, Rondell, as you can say. But yeah, so it sounds like you've had a pretty exciting 8 years.
It's been great. And yourself? What have you been doing?
Hey, you know what? I'm just trying to take care of business. TCB, as I call it. You know, I've been, let's see, I used to work, well, obviously we worked at Dairy Queen when we were in high school.
Oh, boy.
Which was the best job that we've ever had.
Great.
From there, I moved up to, let's see, I started at Robert Morris.
Yes.
I spent 1 semester there, counted 1.
Bobby Moe.
Yeah, it was a good school, hated it. So then I came back to the area, did some schooling, took a career in the hospitality industry, where I am now the director of sales for the Holiday Inn in Weirton, West Virginia. Remember, folks, for all your overnight accommodation needs, give me a call, 304-723-5522.
You were slanging Hondas, too, for a minute.
I did. For about a year, I picked up and I moved to Indianapolis, Indiana, where I worked for Penske Honda. Roger Penske, the racing
company.
Yeah, it was good. Penske Automotive Group. And then, you know, hey, I'm back in the Ohio Valley. I'm born and raised. My parents moved to Las Vegas. I don't know if I told you that.
Yes, yes, they have. Well, yes, because when I was out in Vegas, I was going to pop in on them.
Well, they loved the pop in. They would have been so excited. Oh, Scottie, it's so good to see you. You look a little thin up top. I'm just saying.
Well, the girl I was with was a bit crazy, so I didn't think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, you know, but hey,
now the girl I'm with is excellent.
And we want to give a special shout out to Sarah Provenzano, helping us out with the set and the lighting,
the aesthetics,
and everything. So we want to give a big salute to Sarah Pro. Thank you so much for all your assistance. Yeah, I don't think so, Tim. Yeah, right. But folks, I just want to say it is great to be back. We're just going to give you a little bit of the format of the show. We're going to be doing these. Stay tuned to our YouTube page. Check us out on Facebook.
Once a week, usually 10-minute segments.
Right. Today's going to be a little different because it's our first show.
We're going to give it to you.
Right. And who would have thought 8 years ago we would have talked about uploading to YouTube, uploading to Facebook, and all that stuff.
We actually had it on a VHS tape.
Exactly.
The ones that we saved that you can still check out
at youtube.com/ScottieLane210. Check it out. Excellent. All right, so
the format of the show.
Let's lay them out with the format, shall we?
We're going to always welcome you. It's great to have you guys on.
It is great. It's great to be back.
Then we're going to go into almost like a grind my gears segment with me.
Yes.
It's called I'm Not Complaining, I'm Venting.
And, you know, you're kind of like complaining but you're venting.
Well, there's a difference between complaining and venting. It's subtle. It's subtle.
Right.
But venting is just letting off some steam. I mean, even a teapot lets off steam every now and then.
Thought you were going to say tea party. Just saying. I really thought tea party was going to be coming out there.
But, yeah, I'm just going to vent about some things that I happen to see in the world today.
Right. Right. Because hospitals are a business. We'll get into that a little later.
Yes, we will.
Right. But, yeah. So,
and then Brad's going to have his segment.
And my segment's going to be called Making It Happen with Brad. And what we're going to do, folks, and...
I thought it was Bradford.
Or Bradford.
Making It Happen with Bradford. It sounds good off the tongue.
I tell you what, Bradford is better than Bradley. Anything but Bradley,
Do not call this man Bradley, ladies and gentlemen.
Flip out, because you don't want to mess with me!
And it's back.
Exactly. That was, I kind of winged that. That was pretty good. Right?
I like it.
Yeah, that was good. That was, yeah, you don't want to mess with me. But, so Making It Happen with Bradford is going to be all about, here's what I want you to do, folks. Send me emails, send me texts, anything going on in the Ohio Valley, we want to know about. I got a short list of stuff right now that is going to be the things that are going to be making it happen in the Ohio Valley. And we want to plug it, we want to get your support out there. And don't forget, for all your overnight accommodations, Holiday Inn in Weirton. I'm just kidding.
And on that note, anytime we mention someone's name, like Lauren Vogel helped us come up with the idea for Making It Happen with Bradford.
Right, that was good.
You're going to be tagged on Facebook, so...
Stay tuned.
Exactly.
But send us your events. We want to hear from you. We have a bigger medium nowadays.
We do.
It's a lot looser format. We're not controlled by the powers that be and the...
Mr. McVeigh, you just stabbed me with a pen, but that's okay.
Right.
That rhymed.
Right. But I mean, it's a lot looser format. And,
it's loose.
Right. That's my...
You loose.
Yeah, right. I said yo. Right. But, yeah, so we're looking forward to it. I mean, we're going to keep it PG-13.
Yes, although Mr. McVeigh did give us a lot of leeway.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong.
We appreciate him. He's now the superintendent, I believe, of Steubenville City Schools. So, like Brad said, we're going to be keeping it PG-13, so if you want to let the kiddies watch, we're not going to be swearing.
Right, I'm not going to say hell, damn, shit, or anything like that, but I mean,
Excuse me. Nothing ever changes.
Exactly.
I was burping in 2003 and still am.
So 8 years, you've been burping and all kinds of good stuff. So,
and another segment of the show, we're going to be talking about funny Facebook quotes. We'll get into that in a little bit. Obviously, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Right.
So,
Sheila. You will be called out on Facebook if you were part of...
If it's something that we're going to make fun of, we might not mention your name.
No, I won't drop names. But I mean,
if it's just something in general...
Well, here's one right here. Someone is really bored. It's a beautiful day out. Go outside. Go for a walk. Seriously, folks. Make it happen.
Really.
Right.
Really.
Right.
And then every day every show, not every day, we're not going to post every day.
Right.
Because we saw the decline of views on the WSHS news posts.
But I mean, we're back and better than ever.
It's true. It's so true.
Excuse me.
It's a lot of our friends.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me, that's nothing.
But yeah, we'll be ending every show with a Seinfeld scene. As you may have noticed in the newscast, we would often reference Seinfeld because Seinfeld really shaped our humor.
Exactly, and it still does today.
And I mean, even the title of the show, BSing with Scottie and Brad, we're talking about nothing.
Exactly. Everybody's doing something. We should do nothing.
This is the show.
And here's
this could be the show.
Why don't they have salsa on the tables at a restaurant?
You know why salsa is the #1 condiment in America, right?
I really don't know.
People like to say salsa.
Oh, gotcha.
It must be hard for a Middle Eastern person.
It's actually a Spanish person.
Oh, okay.
I just watched that episode today. I'm trying to run through them all.
Well, I was kind of bringing it up to dates.
Oh, okay, yeah, Middle East and
lots going on over there.
Well, I tell you what,
we're probably not going to get into a lot of that.
No politics. Very loose kind of format, real loose kind of format, and
loose.
I like it. It rolls off the tongue.
I like tight as opposed to loose.
Oh, all right. So
that sounded terrible.
It does sound terrible.
The real tight, real tight. It's real tight.
You're just digging yourself a bigger ditch, my friend. So, anyways, so we caught up in the last 8 years. We gave you a little recap or a little preview of what we're going to be doing for the new show, which is called
BSing
with Scottie and Brad. What I want to do is I want to throw it to the guy to the right for his segment called...
I'm not complaining, I'm venting.
Kind of forgot what it was called.
We can also shorten that down to the INCIV.
Oh, I just like to call it the Institute. So anyway, let's throw it to Scott. Scott, take it away.
So you may have noticed here in Steubenville in the springtime, we slip into a saturation and somewhat Seattle status. Alliteration aside, it rains a lot. There's nothing you can do about it, folks. It's the weather. Talking about the weather just is so pointless. Why complain about something you can do nothing about? Which leads me into my next vent, and that's cliches, especially about the weather. Like, it's really coming down. Oh, okay. That's wonderful. Is it still raining? We're here at work. You're here for the next 6 hours. What are you going to do if it's not or if it is? How does that matter to you? The other one being, stay dry. Stay dry unless you're bringing me an umbrella or giving me the red pill from the Matrix so that I can turn into Neo and start dodging raindrops like bullets. Get out of here with stay dry. Stay dry. Stop saying these cliche phrases. That's what you need to do. Thanks for joining us for I'm Not Complaining, I'm Venting.
You just need to relax, dude. Just relax.
That's me venting right there.
You know, speaking of cliches, here is a cliche that, I don't know, it's funny, but it kind of drives me nuts.
And hopefully we've cleared this up at the beginning of the show.
Right. It's you know, we talked about what we've been doing the past 8 years, but it's so great. When you run into, it's not kind of great. It kind of gets
terrible. I hate it.
It's kind of like up and down. It's kind of a toss-up because at least you get to talk to someone.
If it's someone you really want to know, that's fine.
Right.
Well, why don't we tell the people what we're talking about?
It's like on the Thanksgiving Eve, the night before Christmas Eve again, when you're out at the bar.
The night before Christmas Eve, so December 23rd?
Right, December 23rd, 2000. Right. But, you know, it's that cliche. So,
what have you been up to?
Right. Where do you work? What do you do? Where are you living nowadays?
You going to school?
Yeah. Are you done with school? Do you have kids? Now the topic of conversation is people are starting to get pregnant, they're having kids, they're getting married. As you can see, we're being real mature Rondell. We're getting more mature.
Yes.
And
so the conversation gets even more boring.
Exactly. Right. Because once you have kids, face it, that's it.
Oh,
you're done.
Over.
I mean, well, it's not your life is over.
Well,
it's more like your social
focused
life.
on you. Exactly. Yes, that's what I meant. Your life.
Exactly.
Life does not cease to exist. Your social life.
Right. Exactly. So, you know.
So if you could, please, you know,
let's have a normal conversation.
Exactly, and let's be sparing on with what are you up to.
Right. But really, what else are you going to talk about?
I know.
Really,
you make a good point there.
I mean, that's just one of those things. It's the cliche of catching up at the bar over a holiday, and that there's nothing else really to talk about.
You're right.
What else?
Cool.
Good times. Should we kind of think about closing up here?
Well, we better wrap it up. I think we're getting a little.
Don't forget.
It's time to wrap it up, B.
Don't forget, check us out on YouTube.com/Brad and Scottie.
Is that an ampersand or is that spelled out?
I'm going to spell it out here.
Word?
It's BRADANDSCOTTIE. That's our channel.
Down for that?
Just want to make sure I'm spelling everything right. Not too many T's, not too little T's. So make sure you check us out there. I'm hoping when I edit this, I'm going to get something on the bottom there. I'm hoping. I kind of wrote it down before I threw my pen on the phone. But until then,
this will look really odd.
Right. I'm going to try to get it down there. Right.
Look out, ladies and gentlemen. Our rating just went up.
Right. Folks, we're back. We're better than ever. So it's time to wrap it up, B.
Wrap it up, B.
Until next time, I'm Brad Dagencall.
And I'm Scottie Lane.
We'll see you next time. Have a great day, Ohio Valley. Take care. Bye-bye.